tracksuit bottoms on actually, but yeah, not got me flip flops on yet. Just,
oh dear. How you been?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad at all.
Love it.
I was just hooking this up.
Woohoo!
What do you think to me? Demand Nothing Less t-shirt?
Love it, mate. Love it. Is that one of your tie-dye ones, or?
No, this is Pull and Bear.
Oh, okay.
And then I've just pressed the Demand Nothing Less logo over the top.
Well, you done that in flock or vinyl?
This is Flock.
See, I know my stuff, mate. I know my stuff. Yeah.
Boom.
Yep.
Boom. So where are you set up then?
Yeah.
Where are you? Because that's looking like an amazing background.
Why, thank you. It's my office. That's why it's cold, because the heating ain't been on in here in ages. So
Right, okay.
Yeah, I'm in my office, set up here, and because I couldn't get anything done at home.
You couldn't?
No.
You tend to find that if you're sitting, because you were set up in your dining room, weren't you?
Yeah.
So obviously, sitting in your dining room, you've just got too many distractions.
Oh, without a doubt.
Without
a doubt.
Get up, walk, go make yourself a cup of tea. Oh, I'll watch a bit of telly while I'm at it.
Yeah, and then it's, well, I'm trying to work and Amelia's running round and like, Daddy,
Yeah.
can we go to the park? Is that, well, they're shut at the minute, so no.
Yeah, no you can't, yeah. I mean, my problem
Yeah.
being the fact is that this is my office and like just around the corner there is the living room. So then the problem I've got is if Claire's watching telly and then I want to do a video or I want to go live or I want to do something, I'm like, can you turn the telly off for a little while and just
Yeah.
play a game on your phone? But now what we've done is...
Book.
Yeah, that's it. Well, now what we've done is we've actually got Bluetooth headphones. So she can watch like Amazon Prime or Netflix or whatever with them on. And then, you know, so if I'm doing a video, she's out at the minute. She's just gone walkabouts because obviously phase 1 has kicked in today.
Yeah. What have they done then? Like on your end?
So phase 1, phase 0 was that all the bars and clubs, restaurants, hotels and all that are closed.
Yeah.
But we were allowed to go out for a walk up to 1 kilometre diameter of 1 kilometre radius of where we are, from between 6 o'clock in the morning and 10 o'clock in the morning, or then 8 o'clock at night till 11 o'clock at night. So the biggest part of the day, the loveliest part of the day, we couldn't get out at all. So because the 12 till 7 was for children under the age of 14. But during that time, they were only allowed out for 1 hour. Whereas obviously we were allowed out for up to 4 hours.
As long as
we stayed within that radius. But then when you're doing a big walk like that, you have to make sure you've got a drink and something to eat. Because obviously you can't, like, there's nothing open to go and stop and have a drink somewhere.
Yeah.
But then today, phase 1 started like at midnight last night, and that was bars, restaurants, coffee shops were allowed to open but only their terraced area and 50% of their terraced area. So if you've got 10 tables, you can only use 5. You can't go into the bar to get yourself a drink. It's all table service. They come out to you, get your order, go and make it, bring it back out to you. You can't then go in and pay. You have to pay. They come to the counter and you pay. So
and I suppose it's still like social distancing. So
still social distancing.
50% is.
Yeah, you can have a gathering of up to 10 people, and this is the strange thing, because you can not go out as a group. So like we couldn't like meet the neighbours next door and the people down the road. We couldn't all meet together and then walk to the coffee shop to have a coffee. We would have to meet everybody there. And then if we were then leaving from there to go to another coffee shop, we couldn't all walk together. We'd all have to go off separately and then meet back there again. So you can have a social gathering up to 10 people, but you can't walk around the street aimlessly looking for a bar or a coffee shop, because that's still fineable.
Oh, okay.
So, and the same goes with like where we are in Benidorm, Altea where we used to live. we couldn't exercise and drive, and go like on a bike or run from Benidorm to Altea, but I can get in my car and drive to Altea and then walk about Altea, but I couldn't exercise and go from here to Altea in the same. It's mad. So it's a bit like Boris, really, like with his, like listening to his speech this morning on the TV this morning, and listening to him saying, if you don't have to go to work, stay indoors. If you have to work, then work from home. If you can't work from home, then go to work. But if you don't need to work, then don't work, but go out and work.
Yeah.
It was like, I was like, really? And that's come from the Prime Minister.
Well, his intentions were good. Like, he was supposed to be doing it to reassure people, but I think it confused everyone.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem is he doesn't like to tell people what to do. He doesn't like people against him. So I think that's his biggest problem. Is the fact is that, you know, he's telling everyone that they should be doing this, but if they don't want to do it, then they don't have to do it. Whereas here, if they tell you to do something and you don't do it, you get a massive fine from anywhere between €600 and 30,000.
Oh, blimey.
It's huge.
Well, I don't know, he said last night that obviously now you're allowed to go and sit in the park or go and sit on the beach, but you have to remain like with the social distancing. And if you don't, they like up the fines. No one knows how much he's upped it by, but it's sort of like, it's crazy. I watched a video this morning of someone saying, like, all his mates were texting going, right, so we can go to the park, should we just take a beer with us and we'll all social distance and have a beer in the park? And so it weren't very clear. Like, I could understand why he was doing it, just to try and reassure, but if anything, it
confused. I think it confused a lot of people. Because it's like,
without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. It'd be interesting to see, because obviously he was just doing like an overview summary kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see like the full report.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean,
today, but
here in Spain we've got 4 phases. So, and the next one's going to be a few weeks' time, but then that's going to probably, you know, again, currently we don't know what's going to happen in the different phases, because phase 1 has changed so many times in the last few days leading up to it, whereas it was sort of like, you can go out for you still have to exercise between those 4 hours in the morning or those 3 hours in the evening, but then the rest of the day you can go out and walk to a coffee shop or a bar or go to the shop and do this, that and the other. But they haven't relaxed the whole timing in which you can go out, so you can still only exercise during those 4 hours in the morning, and then the rest of the day you can go to the coffee shop. Whereas some people don't want to exercise at 10 o'clock or 8 till 10 in the morning. They want to go out in the afternoon, or they want to go out in the evening and do it.
So we like 8 till 12, did you say?
No, so we can go out 6 in the morning till 10 in the morning. So those 4 hours, and then again 8 o'clock at night till 11 o'clock at night. But we can only do that once a day. So we can either go out in the morning and do our exercise,
or in the evening.
We can't go out on both.
But where do like the shops stand with that then? Can you go to the shops in between those times?
Now you can, yeah.
But before you couldn't.
That was only announced yesterday. So all these bars and restaurants and coffee shops and that were working out what stock they were going to have and what times they were going to be open from. You know, some of them were coming back and saying, oh, well, I'm going to open at 9 o'clock in the morning and we'll be open until 9 o'clock at night. So we're going to do a 12-hour slot. But then we're like, but if we can only go out up until 10 o'clock in the morning and then 8 o'clock at night till 11 o'clock at night, and you're staying open 9 till 9, that means you're only going to get clients for 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening. But then what you're going to get is you're then going to get maybe an hour or two in the middle of the day. Someone's going to come along with their children and sit down and have a coffee and a drink.
Yeah.
So it was just really strange. But now they can be open from, I think it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and they have to be shut by 11 o'clock at night, which is then the the end of the exercise time here in Spain. So then they can't, just so that no one's straggling around the town at like, 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
So
fair. I've seen that. I've seen the picture. Not the picture. You did the video with the large zebra crossing. What was that all about?
it's huge. In Benidorm, just where it goes into the old town of Benidorm, there's a corner, and it's quite a sharp corner, as you see from the video. Yeah. And they put lights in the ground that they're green when obviously you can go, and red when you can't. And it was just people were parking on that bit, and also if people were crossing, some people were coming shooting round in their car. And last year, some woman got pinned up against the wall. A truck just was coming down that road, didn't stop, went to go round the corner, missed the corner because it was going too far, and literally crushed her up against the shop, like right in front of her. So that's why they put that massive zebra crossing in, to show people that are coming down that road, look, there's a huge zebra crossing. So yeah. I think when people are able to go out and get drunk and that again, I think that's going to really mess with their heads, because they're
I thought it was, when I first saw it, I thought it was like an art installation.
Yeah, well that's what we thought when we first see it. We were walking by and we were like, oh my god, what's this? What are they doing? And then we looked and thought, it's just a massive zebra crossing.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Banksy has come to Spain.
Yeah, that's it. It's just he's painted a picture on the floor. Oh no, it isn't. It's a zebra crossing.
Brilliant. So things now, like they've introduced all that, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's allowed us to. I mean we've all in the last few weeks we've been able to work if we wanted to, but our problem is because we're majority tourism, then we haven't got anyone here.
No, yeah.
We've got no tourists here. That's the big problem. The borders are closed. They're not allowing people to travel. Even from currently, they're not allowing people from Madrid and Barcelona and other places like that to come to us. So we've currently got no one here that we can service, apart from properties that we've said, the owners have said, oh, can you give it a clean? It's been empty for a few months. Can you go and check on the property, make sure that nothing's happened, there's no leaks and things. So in essence, even though we're able to work, our business is still
dormant.
Yeah, we still don't have it. That's it. We still don't have a business. We're starting to get a few bookings for next year, but this year we're saying we're going to be looking at it that tourism ain't going to happen this year.
Well, yeah, this is it. You can lift all the lockdowns and that you want and all the restrictions, but it all depends on who can fly to you. Yeah,
that's it. I mean, they're saying currently that there's no flights into Spain until at least the mid to late June. But we've heard rumours from Jet2 where they're saying, oh, it's going to be at least October, if not later than that. So again, it's who do you believe?
No, this is it. Because the numbers are still going up, aren't they? So
yeah, I mean the thing is, deaths went down, but new cases went up. So it's over the last few weeks, Sanchez has been looking at it and going, as if the numbers keep going down day by day, then we'll allow you out to exercise. So that happened. But then obviously, because more and more people were then out in the streets, some people don't know that they've got it. It could be, you might have a mild form of it, but you've still got it. So that's the problem, is the fact is that people have probably had it sitting in their system, and they've gone out and met with other people, or not even met with other people, just walking along the street and they've had a cough or a sneeze or whatever, touched something, someone else has touched it, wiped their face, and then they've got it. So the numbers have then gone up, but deaths are still coming down, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. I'm speaking to a guy now in Malaysia on Instagram, and as of today, and also Turkey, as of today, their lockdown has been lifted. They're allowed to do everything as normal.
Well, go back to normal.
Exactly, everything normal. Shops open, bars open, restaurants open, tourism can start, people can go back to work. But again, UK can't fly to Turkey, can't fly to Malaysia. Spain can't even we couldn't even go down to Alicante and get a flight from there because the airports are closed. The only place we can go is go to Madrid, but we can't get to Madrid because some of the places, like Madrid, haven't gone into phase 1. Barcelona hasn't gone into phase 1, so they're still in lockdown. They're in total lockdown still. So it's mad. It's mad. So all
you never know, do you?
Nah, that's it. So all we can do is just carry on doing what we're doing. As I said, that's why I set up the t-shirt printing business again and gone into the world of YouTube just to, you know.
Yeah, YouTube seems to be doing well for you.
Well, YouTube, yeah. I mean, we're I'm on something like almost 60 videos now. I've been watching so many videos in regards to how to get more viewers, how to get your account monetized. Now, I only started on February 21st. I've been having a company actually help me with Facebook ads, and they're helping marketing some of my videos to get me monetized. Because when I was doing it just by myself, I had 374 watched hours. So you think to get monetized you have to have 4,000 watched hours, which like just seemed like, oh well, that's going to take me at least a year. I've now had this guy working for me for a few days, and with a 30-minute video that I had of how to reach my first 1,000 subscribers, that's now had over 2,000 watched hours just on that video alone. And that's not buying watch time, that's actually him marketing it and putting it out there so that people watch it. So I think I'll be probably monetized by the end of this month, which will be superb.
Yeah, brilliant.
Because then obviously,
I suppose it's still like it's consistency, really, isn't it? And well, a lot more behind the scenes, but
yeah, I mean, in regards to the videos, everyone that's monetized and making money from videos, they say you have to be consistent. At least once, if not twice a week, get a video out there. If you can do more, even better. But YouTube will start sharing your videos if they see that you are regular. You know, if you say that you're uploading videos on a Saturday and a Wednesday, then, and people start viewing those videos on a Saturday and Wednesday, then eventually YouTube are going to go, look, this guy is consistent, he's posting videos every Wednesday, every Saturday, we'll start sharing his videos to more people that are watching them.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you go into YouTube and you've watched my videos, what will happen is you'll have that suggestion bar down the right hand side, which says about, oh, you know, you might be interested in this video because you watched something similar, you know, like how to print a t-shirt, you know. So it'll be all videos on how to print a t-shirt, or if you want to go on holiday to Bali or something like that, it will give you all those. But that's only from suggested watches, you know, like if other people have watched them, it's like, well, we'll push that one there now. So it's algorithm with everything, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's like any platform.
Yeah.
All about playing the algorithm.
It is. It's massive, but it changes all the time. So no one can get used to an algorithm and just go, yeah, I know. If I just keep doing this, I'll get millions of followers. And then YouTube come in and go, too many people are understanding our algorithm now. Let's change it.
They're cottoned onto it.
Yeah.
Let's move along.
So what about you then? What's going on in your world? Because obviously, you know, you're locked down, you can't really get out and do stuff, so...
No, I mean, like for me, it's... well, my diary went dead overnight. Like, I was supposed to be here, there and everywhere, all over the country this month.
Yeah.
And it was... I think I worked it out, and I was staying in my own bed about 10 times.
Wow.
So, like, it was really good.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking forward to it, and I was going to be tired at the end of it, but didn't mind because it was nice to be busy. And then... all this happened, and my diet literally over a week went dead.
Yeah.
So now it's just been just doing like loads of marketing, looking at things in the background.
Yeah.
I've been building a new website, so it's better. Well, the aim is to get a higher conversion rate,
right.
And I've been trying to minimise all the clicks on the website. So that's been a struggle. But I found out quite a few unique sort of, well, not unique, but it's trying to get everything integrated into one platform.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely getting there. And I'm gonna launch the website on the 1st of June.
Right. Okay.
And then I want to make it, rather than it just be sitting there like offering a service, I want to make it like an interactive platform.
Right. Okay.
So having like blogs from like myself, and then like having guest bloggers.
Yeah.
From sort of going aimed at the sports industry.
Yeah.
But on a broader sort of scale.
Right. Okay.
So like obviously I have so at the minute my followers is my list is probably 10,000 strong.
Wow. Okay.
So it's sort of interacting with them and getting them to sort of come to one platform and they can learn new things. For instance, like if I was to have yourself like talking about travel industry and tourism, and you can go here, this is what you can get.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Having that pushed out to that audience.
Right. Okay.
So it isn't just like my bread and butter is photography.
Yeah.
But I want it to be more.
Yeah.
So the aim is to basically interact with all of the customer base.
Are you going to have it linked to like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn and all that?
Yeah. So I'm going to link it all to that, and then push across everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, because my aim before all this happened, I was looking at like taking someone on.
Right.
So, but obviously the diary went dead.
Yeah.
No money coming in.
So you didn't want to be sending money out.
Yeah. Obviously it's all about cash is king at the minute, so you got to protect the cash flow.
Yeah.
But so hopefully when all this is over, if I've got that platform to do it, I can have someone assisting with it.
Yeah.
And like get the business rolling and back to where I wanted it to be before all this happened.
I think the problem is because of how this has affected everybody. It's almost like you're starting from scratch again.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
It's like you're starting your business again, because you look at your diary and you think, oh wow, look, I've got business all the way until the end of the year, and then all of a sudden everyone's cancelled and that that event's not happening, and no one's coming on holiday, so they're all out the window. So it's like you got to start reissuing adverts and like posting out to people and say, yeah, you want to come on holiday, and yes, it's
that's it. Like, I mean, obviously this pandemic is awful.
Yeah.
And it's affected so many people, and like I'm very sympathetic to all those that have lost like a loved one, but it also has given the time to step back and go, right,
what do I want to do?
Yeah, what do I want to do? I've been so busy I haven't been able to do this.
Yeah.
So now it's putting the stepping stone like in place.
Yeah.
And
because I think sometimes that's it. That's the same with us. We've been sort of like, for the last couple of years, we've been busy fools. We've not been earning a huge amount of money, but we've been running around
like headless chickens.
So much, 24 hours a day. And I was speaking to a friend of mine. We haven't spoken for sort of like probably 8-9 months, and he's a real estate guy in Turkey. And he kept saying, oh, come out and see me, I've got some business opportunities to talk to you about, and we can get involved in this, we can get involved in that. And then I just got busy with work, things just didn't happen. He messaged me only a few days saying, oh, are you a millionaire yet? Have you got $1 million in your bank? And I was like, far from it. And he was like, but I don't understand, you work 23 hours a day. Why haven't you got loads of money? Like, he sells a property and makes 50 grand on a property. We would have to do 100, 200 cleans and check-ins of holidays and things like that to get anywhere near that.
Yeah, no, that's it. I've been like during this time I've been doing loads of webinars and networking and everything, and then like the whole sort of like summary of it all is everyone has suddenly realised that, well, actually I've been in my business for the past however long, and it's time now to be on it.
Yeah.
And like, rather than doing the operations of it, it's now time to actually step back and go, right, this can actually.
I think also we've had time, you know, we've had an abundant amount of time to be at home and to look at the business rather than just running the business when you're out doing it. You know, when you're out there doing it and you're getting more bookings coming in, you're just sort of like, oh yeah, not a problem, bookings are coming in, we're still doing it. I think with the pandemic, it's made people sit there and actually look at their business and go, how can I make it better? You know, how can I do it that I'm not working 20 hours a day? What can I implement online to be able to do it for, I mean, ourselves? I mean, you know, we want to be in, you know, the next few years, we want to be like travel vloggers and travel influencers, where what we're doing is we can take bookings, like holiday bookings, but from our phone or our laptop, and be anywhere else in the world, you know, and have somebody else that's managing the properties for us, cleaning the properties, checking the clients in, doing the laundry, whereas currently we do all that ourselves. So we can't go anywhere because, you know, guys and girls are coming on holiday 24/7 all over the year. So when we think, oh, well, we'll go away September because we know that there's not going to be many people coming September, and then a few days before we look to, oh, well, we'll book to go away for 4 days, someone books a holiday. Oh, we want a cheap getaway. And then that's it. That's, you know, last year.
You said that like before you went out there, didn't you? That was your aim to do that.
Our aim, yeah, again, it's just one of those things, you know, our aim was to come out here and not work as hard as we did in the UK. We actually work harder here, probably for less money than we did in the UK, but it costs less to live here. So that's how we got to look at it, you know, we look at it as that. But, you know, we're sort of like now looking that in a few years' time, we want to be able to go to somewhere like, you know, Asia or somewhere like that, where we, you know, we've been watching places like, I don't know, Philippines, Vietnam, Bali, all places like those, where, especially Philippines, the cost of living in the Philippines is nothing. You know, the guy I speak to in Malaysia, he's like, what it costs him per month to live, but he's living on a Malaysian wage. So it's the same. Whereas if we can be selling holidays and receiving British pounds or dollars or euros, it's far more, and we'll have far more to spend in a, you know, in a Malaysian country or an Indonesian country or something like that. So
you live like kings.
That's it. That's how we want to be able to live cheaply, but on better money. So actually have somebody else doing it for us, and we just send it through to them, and then we can be anywhere in the world. So we can be traveling here, there, and everywhere, and just relying on. And that's the other reason why I want to get to the YouTube to where I want it to be, so that then when we do go to these other countries and we are vlogging and doing like live YouTube videos and live Instagram videos, that people are watching, people are following, and then obviously the monetization from that as well, and the money that we make from that also helps. You know, if we, even if we were to make 200, 300, 400 euros a month on YouTube, that could pay the rent in Malaysia or, you know, the Philippines or somewhere like that. So that's our goal really, is to be able to, you know, less is more, do less, earn more from it. So and I think that's where everyone wants to be. You know, I want to do less and earn more money. Yeah, well, that's like that's everyone's goal, but it's just putting it into practice.
I suppose, like you said, this is the time to do it, isn't it? And you have the time to look at it. Well,
that's it. I mean, you know, I had a YouTube channel before. When I first moved out here, we had a YouTube channel called Costa Blanca Living, and in the 4 years, I had 75 subscribers. And doing a video, you know, I'll do a video once a month or once every 3 months or something like that. I'll think about it, I'll do another video. And I got nothing from it, absolutely nothing. I got 75 followers, and, you know, that was it. So then, obviously, February 21st, when I was like, I want to start my YouTube channel again. I thought, well, I'm not going to keep the same one. I'll set up another one and I'll start it fresh.
Yeah.
But it was constant. You know, I was watching so many videos on different things. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll niche it down so that I can focus on certain avenues, because currently I do tech reviews. You know, any new products that I get, I do a demo on them. The t-shirt printing, the vlogging, the travel, going here, there and everywhere. And I find that I get more people watching my videos like about Benidorm. So I can be doing a video on Benidorm, like just walking the streets, and I'll get a lot more followers and subscribers from that, as opposed to, you know, well, oh, I just bought this camera, I'm just going to do a review on how it works. You know, you get the techie people that want to watch that, and all the people that watch that, but I think a lot of people are into travel. So
I suppose if that's your end goal anyway, it's probably good to start there, isn't it?
Yeah, but obviously, you know, the last 2 months we've been stuck indoors, so it's like, you know, it's like, what can you do? So
this is how you travel to your living room.
Yeah, you know, that's it. Look out the window. Look, there's a beach and a sea right there, but I can't get to it because it's taped off.
I can't show you it. But,
yeah, that's it. So again, it's one of those things that it's given me a lot of time to create a lot of videos, because I've got about another 6 or 7 videos that are scheduled in my system all the way until like the end of May. And then every time I create a new one, I either put it on the end, or I think, oh, actually that'll be a better video than the one that's coming out in a couple of days time. I'll change the dates around and I'll put that one first. You know, so it's all about that. And then, you know, there's so many, I don't know if you study YouTube, but on there's people create videos about nothing. You know, I've just been watching this one guy that's saying, you know, you don't even need to be in front of a camera. You don't need to talk. You can set up music and meditation videos and get millions of views from it. And I watched this one guy, he'd done 8 hours. It was an 8-hour YouTube video, and all it was his camera was at a stream, and it was close to the water, and it was just following the trickle. The camera didn't move, it was on a tripod, and he set it, and it just filmed for 8 hours. No music in the background, nothing. It's just the stream, and for 8 hours it was just constant, and he had over 1 million views from it. And it's like,
crazy, isn't it?
Wow, you know, there is these things.
Yeah.
But
no, I was looking at it and thinking, just like getting hold of some of like Amelia's toys and playing with that, because they go mad for it.
Yeah.
Like no end of, like she's watching our phones or something like that, and you just hear like some kids in a foreign language playing with toys.
Yeah.
And like she's eyes glued to the screen, just like.
It seems to be that way around. If I always look at it now, is if you spend too much time on your video, that'll be the one that doesn't get viewed, as opposed to, you know, you just running down the set of stairs and film yourself running from a 30 tower block all the way down to the bottom, and just filming yourself do it and whack it up on YouTube, and it'll have 1 million views, because people will be like, oh my god, he's run from like 30th floor all the way down to nothing.
Yeah.
As opposed to you.
It's all showing about personality as well, isn't it?
Yeah. That's another thing. If people like how you are with your videos, and it's weird, because like when you talk to yourself, I mean, you know it as well, but like when you talk to yourself on a camera, like when you first start, you like, it's really weird. You don't like, you don't know how to talk, and you know your adrenaline's pumping, so you're talking differently. But then after a couple of minutes, it's sort of like we're talking now, you know. And that's how I look at it with my camera. When I'm actually filming myself in my camera, I'm doing it as if I'm talking to someone, or there's a whole load of people watching me do whatever I'm doing, so I'm talking to them as if.
That's what you got to do. It's all about imagining your camera is your audience.
Yeah, yeah.
And because I was doing I share an office with a textile designer.
Yeah.
And she wanted to, obviously her bread and butter is workshops, but at this time she can't actually do any because no one can come in. And,
yeah.
And so I was like, right, well, she wanted to take them online, but she's got this fear of the camera.
Right.
And I was trying to sort of coach her into it, like just sit down, completely forget it's a camera, just think.
Actually think that them 30 people are sitting there with her.
Yeah, think that you're in your workshop, right? What would you do if there were people around you?
Yeah.
Obviously, you'd be moving around, but you've just got to visualise yourself moving around and visualise those people in front of you going, yeah. And like as soon as you've done that, then you get through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and then again with like consistency comes into it. Like the more you do it, the more comfortable you become.
Yeah.
And whereas if you did it once, left it like for months,
yeah,
come back to it, you'd be back to square one.
Yeah. It's all about confidence, and it's all about, like you say, it's all about doing it more than just once or twice. You know, I've always talked on Facebook. You know, I've always done videos on Facebook, so people know who I am. And before that, I was in sales, so I've always had a sales background. So to me, and you know, like when we had the coffee shop in the UK, you know, you're in front of people all the time. You can't be shy.
Yeah.
So, and when you're talking on video, or you're talking even like now, you know, me and you talking, if there was loads more people there, you just have to feel like you are sitting around a conference table and you're all sitting there having a chat. It's no different to what you'd be. And to be quite honest, this is better, and I think that this is more less scary, just sitting with somebody the other side of a camera, because you're not there.
Yeah.
You're not in front of that person, you know, and you're comfortable in your own home as well, which I think, you know, is a great thing. And Zoom, I think, is just a superb tool.
Oh,
you know,
without doubt.
And you know, like before the pandemic, I don't think nobody really knew about Zoom.
Yeah.
And now they're probably.
I've heard a couple go, oh yeah, I used to do this all the time. Like the ones that did work remotely.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, I knew what Zoom was, but yeah, I didn't have a clue.
Yeah. When I started,
the only one I'd heard of was Skype.
Yeah. Yeah, and also WhatsApp. You know, WhatsApp, you can have multiple videos, but obviously it's on your phone. But I've got WhatsApp on my Mac, so I can have it on my computer. But yeah, when I heard of Zoom, and I first heard of Zoom on LinkedIn, you know, I was watching other people on there and I'm thinking, oh my God. And then my dad said about it, you know, he's like 70 odd years old. And I said, what do you use Zoom for? And he said, a group of us dance in our living room. Because he goes dancing like 2 or 3 times a week. And I'm like, well, how do you do that? And he said, well, one lady has set up 3 rooms on Zoom. So you'll all meet in one room, and then they'll go, okay, well, you want to go off and do salsa. So you go into the salsa room. So then if you're dancing with someone, all you're doing is they're on their camera, you're on your camera, and you're...
Hands in the air, like da, 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 da.
It's mad. And he's like, yeah, so we've been doing that for the last, you know, like 2 months. So, again,
well, have you been dancing salsa with your dad?
I haven't, no. I can't dance for toffee. But
2 left feet.
Yeah, that's it. So, but what are your plans now? Because obviously you can work if you want to, but don't work if you can't. But try to work inside, if not outside.
Yeah, no, I've got. I'm doing my first doorstep photography this week, which I thought was quite. There was a photographer doing it, basically just going to people's houses, right, stand in your front door, or stand at the end of the path and take photos of you as a family. So
wow.
Yeah, I'm giving that a go this week. I got an inquiry last Thursday about it.
Yeah.
They said, well, I was quite myself with them really, because he texted me and he said, you ever thought, like, can you do doorstep photography?
Yeah.
My immediate response was, well, it depends how good it looks.
Yeah.
Like how good your doorstep looks.
Take a picture of your doorstep.
Yeah. I was like, is it paved? Is it like bricks? Or I don't know. And then, but yeah, giving that a go this week. Also got a style shoot.
Right.
For a wedding venue.
Okay.
I've just had a message if I can do the date. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that in a couple of weeks. Photographed. I got the camera out for the first time on Friday.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. In 7 weeks, I was gobsmacked. But it was for a 1921 Douglas motorbike.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fascinating because if you look at the bikes nowadays, how massive they are.
Yeah.
This one was literally like a bicycle with a little engine on it.
Yeah.
And apparently it was, what, 350cc?
Wow.
But like he had a 350cc like from then.
Yeah.
And then he had one from like 1960.
Yeah.
And the size difference, it was like tenfold. It was ridiculous. I thought, what the hell is going on here? But yeah, I learned about that.
Yeah.
And then, so the plan is sort of, I don't know, get the website finished, get that rolling. Got a bit of networking going on because I'm trying to trying to stay in touch with people.
Yeah.
Offer assistance where I can.
Yeah. That's it. That's all you can do really until.
Yeah, that's it. Like staying in touch and then, going from there really.
Yeah. Well, I've just obviously I've had my 550D. I've got my new Canon M50 now, which I am totally in love with.
After what was it? 6 weeks you waited for that?
Yeah, 7 weeks, and then one day I was just laying in bed. The door went. Claire was like, "Oh, you expecting anything?" I went, "Well, only my camera, but like I don't know if that'll be here yet." And then because they said, "Oh, it would at least be till the end of last month before it would then get shipped out of customs." And it was my camera. So it was really weird because like I've always used my Canon 550, which that's the one I've had like all the time when I was in the UK, and I've always used it because I knew how to use it.
Yeah.
So then getting the 50 M50, it was strange because obviously the technology's changed so much. You know, like with regards to set it on to like I've always had my Canon 550 on manual, but then putting this on manual and being able to touch the screen, having dual focus so that if there's two people in the picture, I can touch one person. I can touch one person and it will track them wherever they are, or have it so that if you're having, like now, if we were having a video and I was filming, I could do it that it was filming me and then it will jump to you when you started moving about and started to. It's an amazing camera. I am filming now, and I'm filming here for my vlog, so that will be going live. And then behind me, I've got people coming on and talking to me on. Well, you can't see it from there, but I've got my phone going, and I've got my Instagram. I'm doing Instagram live.
Fair play.
So you're on both.
Hi Instagram.
So that's it. I run it live, and then I did it the other day. I was pressing some more this t-shirt. Actually, I've got this video going live in a couple of days on YouTube, and it went live the other day on Instagram.
Wicked. So, were you a kid when you got your camera, the M50? Were you a kid at Christmas?
Probably more so because I bought it.
Were you telling Claire and she was just like, for God's sake? Yeah,
she was like, "Oh, great. So
wow.
We're not doing anything now. I can go and watch what I want to watch on telly, and you'll just be playing with that." And the thing was, I'd ordered other stuff to go with the camera, and that all came like a month ago, 6 weeks before the phone. So I was like, "Oh, I wonder if this works with it," because I got this. It's still in the box, but it's like it's called a Viltrox adapter, and because the M50 is a mirrorless camera, there's no mirror in it. You can only buy certain lenses that will fit the M50, but with the adapter allows you to then put your other lenses on it. So that worked a treat because obviously I've got 5-6 other lenses on my other camera, and it now allows me to put all these on there.
Decent.
So yeah, superb. So how long are you in the office for today?
I'll be here all day. I've got a few meetings today. Networking.
Cool.
Got a few one-to-ones with people.
Yeah.
Getting to know them, help them out a little bit. And then,
so who are you talking to? What type of people are you talking to? Individuals, or are you talking to businesses? People that run businesses?
So businesses and like teams.
Yeah.
Like coaches from teams.
Right.
Because obviously when like I do like the dancing and cheerleading.
Yeah.
And they know me for photography.
Yeah.
But they don't know like I've got the artistic background and
right.
doing all of the design and promotions and stuff. So
yeah,
talking to them about that and just I'm not going in there like selling to them going, oh right, I'll do all your promotion and do your design. Like, it's sort of like, right, what do you need to help you get through it? Like, I don't want any money for it. I'm just here to help.
Yeah. And I suppose that's a good thing, because obviously when you're working for them doing when you're out doing the actual shooting, when you're doing their competitions and the cheerleading side of things, you can't talk to them about anything else because it's a busy day just doing that. So they just know you as Charlie Jones, the photographer. You're coming here to, film and take pictures of our cheerleading thing, but they don't know you from the other side. So yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, and that's it. It's all about like just building relationships, really.
Yeah.
And then going from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, my day, the rest of today, we'll be going out a bit later. Claire's obviously gone out to see what bars and that are open. I'll be probably going out and doing another video just to show people, obviously, because a lot of people are saying, oh well, let us know what it's like in Benidorm on the first day of not being in like proper lockdown, and seeing what bars are open, because even though we don't have a lot of money, because we haven't really had anything for the last 2 months, we still want to support the bars and that have opened.
Yeah.
Whether it's just going in there for a pint or going in there for a coffee, it's just that little bit for the reason of them being open.
Yeah.
So that's that, and I'm editing a couple of videos now. I've got one that I filmed the other day, so I'll be editing that. This one as well that I'm just doing now. I'll have to edit that and post that up as well. But again, mine's just more in the lines of designing new t-shirts, putting them onto the site, because I've got a few sites. So we've got different on the printing side of things. We've got a company in the UK that will do a lot of our printing if customers are in the UK. The same company owns a printing company here in Spain. So if we have any clients in Spain that I can't do myself, then I'll send it to them. And then we've got a company in the States, and part of their warehouse is like in China as well. So again, when I'm doing my all over prints, my sublimation ones, or someone the other day from California, she ordered a pair of, I don't know if you've seen my Demand Nothing Less trainers, fully covered in them. She's ordered a pair of them. So it was just cheaper for me to have them printed.
Well, it would be as well, and it saves on buying all the machinery, doesn't it? So.
Exactly. I mean, I've got a double heat press now, so I can print sort of like 2 t-shirts at the same time. And I've just ordered the new Cameo Silhouette 4 cutting machine, but it's a crafting. It's not like that big one that I had in the studio in the UK, where we can do banners for shops and things like that. It's like t-shirt design, and little vinyl stickers for cars and things like that. But I'm not going to go into it and like be buying the sublimation like heat press machine and all the mug presses and things like that. I'm not going to be doing all that.
I say, because you've done that, been there,
done it. We want to get back into it and start doing it, but really it's going to be for the YouTube channel. It's going to be for our merchandise that we sell, rather than like, we do want to get in the lines of, if somebody wants a t-shirt, we can do that for them as well, or someone comes along and says, oh, can you do this design, or steal their head and stags, because we get a huge amount of them here. So why not why not get back into that market, but try to do as little of it ourselves as possible, so that we don't have to have 50 rolls of vinyl like we had before. And we're in an apartment. Yeah, we're in an apartment now. We're not in offices, we're not in a studio, so we don't have the space to put it all.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's going to be my day, and no doubt we'll be watching a bit more Netflix and a bit more Amazon Prime.
Got to get on it, mate. Disney Plus all the way.
I'm so glad our kids are all up and old.
All the Marvel films are on there. It's amazing. I've been watching Star Wars as well. They've got that on there.
Yeah, well, Star Wars on Sky at the minute. There's a whole channel just of Star Wars, You go on to one of the movie channels, I don't know which one it is, but you go on there and literally from the morning, the time you get up in the morning to the time you go to bed is just Star Wars all day.
Yeah.
And I just don't like Star Wars.
Oh, I'm not selling Disney Plus to you then. Damn it.
No, afraid not, mate.
Frozen 2 is going to be on there in July.
I've not even seen Frozen 1, mate, so...
Oh, God.
I know the song, but that's...
You I'll just let it go.
Yeah,
I'll
just let it go. Yeah. Don't hold back anymore, or whatever.
Brilliant.
So, cool.
Always a good catch up.
Yes, mate. Lovely to talk to you again, as always. And neither of us swore.
I know, it was quite good.
Perfect.
How long did we laugh?
I don't know, but as soon as I come off, I'm going to be effing and blinded for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. All right, mate.
No.
Well, you have
good chatting to you.
Yeah, you have a good rest of the day, and we'll hook up again in a couple of weeks, mate.
Yeah, man. You too. Say hello to Claire.
Yeah, we'll do when I see where she is. I know where she is. All right, bud.
I'll see you later, mate.
All right, mate. Take care. Take it easy.
Take care.
See ya. Bye. Well, guys, that was a video chat on using Zoom, and it was from a good friend that I used to work with in the UK when I had my photography business and t-shirt printing business. We did a lot of reciprocal work for one another, so that was great. Really great to catch up with him, understand and listen to what he's actually doing. He's a really good photographer now in the UK. He actually does a lot of cheerleading events and goes there and photographs and films and then sells prints on the night. So yeah, awesome guy. He's called Charlie Jones, so if you don't know him or you haven't seen him, then go check him out. But that's it. That's me, Darren on Demand, coming at you live from Benidorm. Hope you're having a good day. Today is the first day of phase 1, so yeah, should be a good day, but all still having to be safe. So till the next time, guys, remember the saying, demand nothing less, and I'll see you on the other side. Take it easy. Peace.